Right. I'm saying sometimes I just yeah try to time it out to let everybody know, hey, you about to go live. I'm like, nah, just gonna go live. What's up, people? It says we're live now. What's good? What's good? Just gonna give it a couple seconds, let some folks get in. Uh, know it's been a while. Know it's been a while. A few weeks since I posted anything. I've been able to travel. Not wearing a mask most of the time anyway. But yeah, a lot going on. Lots going on in society these days, but that's not even what we're getting into here on this particular live stream. We're gonna be talking about some community wealth building strategies with my man Vegan Warrior, because the way that the situation is in the world right now, um, with the whole pandemic CV thing happening right now, it's a lot of people out of jobs, a lot of people out of work, businesses being shut down, people with reduced hours for whatever reason, and people are in financial financially dire straits. Not all, but some. So we're just at a point where it seems prudent. It seems like a good idea to try to look at diversifying sources of income. So uh what's up, brother? What's happening, man? How you been? What's up with you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What's good, D? How you been?
Hey, I've been all right.
That's
Concerned about folks.
yeah,
During these
absolutely.
times, because I've been able to work. I've been blessed that there's been no break in my employment situation. There's been no break in my income. But that's not the case with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I'm looking at ways to bring in more money myself on the side, trying to diversify. But at the same time, you know, there's other people who have issues, and being able to reach out to them with something that could help. I'm looking at different aspects of that. So uh, what you showed me, it makes a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense, and I appreciate you getting at me with that. But as we talked about uh, offline, this could be something that could benefit a lot more people. So
Right.
just wanted
Yeah.
you to break that down. We got some people up in the chat now. Appreciate y'all for coming through. And
Right.
yeah, man. What's the deal? What's happening?
All right. Well, what's good, everybody? The D Marble audience. How y'all doing out there? That's good stuff. Um. Well, I'm the kind of person, and I think a lot of you guys that know me know this. I'm quick to point out the problem. I'm quick to talk about the injustice and expose, the fake science, as far as the shape of our world. I'm quick to point the finger. What I've been working towards for the last probably few years or so, I want to also become someone who can offer solutions. You know, Pointing at the problem is kind of easy in this day and age with all this technology and all the things at our disposal that we didn't have when I was young. We didn't have no internet or cell phones or anything like that. But now that we're more knowledgeable, we can see the person behind the curtain. The next step to the truth community, in my opinion, is action. If we don't start taking appropriate action with the knowledge that we have collected, what was it all for? I think objective here is to constantly keep the truth in the forefront, so people can render decisions based on having all of the facts. And with that comes strategy. You know, if people are going to start living a better quality of life in this world, we got to develop strategies where we all can thrive. You know, this society that we were all born in is based on individual achievement. See, we talk community when we get on the internet. We talk how we all need to come together, how we need to education is the answer, and all these other things. But action must also, in my personal opinion, be something, a part of this process for us to truly move forward. We can have all the information in the world. We're not taking appropriate action to make this a better place. Then really we're just, you know, preaching to the choir. Because the people that really tune in to people like DMarble and Dread and Sanchez, myself, and some of these other more outspoken YouTubers, they're there to hear the truth. But once you hear the truth, what's the next step? The next step is action. We got to start acting on our truth. So something, I've been looking for opportunities that will promote financial freedom. And I'm not finding it all in one place. I'm finding it in multiple places. There's a lot of opportunities out here now, but you got to be strategic. But as I was doing that on an individual basis, I started looking at the stuff that could benefit the community, not just me, not just my own bank account. I'm thinking about everyone's bank account. Community, if we could somehow develop a system where we could become independently financially free while you are a part of a community, that would be the ideal situation. So instead of one person being elevated, it could be everyone in the community being elevated. So I came across this thing that I call a savings community. And I introduced it to, well, before I introduced it to others, I tested it. I did some research. I learned about the people that brought it together. I started talking to people. I started asking hard questions. And I did a few weeks of behind the scenes understanding of what this particular group does. Gifting people. And the process is pretty simple, but the workload can be demanding because the community doesn't thrive off of money. It thrives off people actually contributing in a community. And what I mean by that is, to get into the community, you pay a financial thing, but you also have to bring two people in with you, right? Who will also do the same thing that you went through. And once you get to week 3, well, I'm saying week 3, they call it levels. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Level 1, you're gifting. Level 2, you're bringing two people in with you. Level 3, you are getting your money back. So the initial money that you used to join the community, which is in this case $500, you are getting back when you reach level 3. That intrigued me, and I wanted to look at the mathematical algorithm that they use to say that this will work. And I tried to punch holes in it. I came at it very skeptically, but I can't. And then something crazy happened. I actually got a gift. I put 500 in, I got my 500 back. The following week after my 3rd week, which is your 4th week, you then are gifted the final gift in a 4-week cycle, and that's $2,500. So in 4 weeks, I made $3,000. Now, I'm making it sound simple, but it's a little challenging because the process is you invite 2 people to join, they make a decision, they join, then they're on the hook for 2 people, and so forth and so forth. So as I was
Hold up,
advancing,
we're frozen right now.
oh, we are.
Yeah, hold up. Yeah,
I
it's.
probably need to pause also because I'm going in too deep.
Let me see. So, well, I can hear you, but I think it's just that the video's frozen. I can still hear you.
I'm gonna check online see if we're still streaming.
Yeah, we're still streaming because I got it on my phone. I'm listening. I can still hear you, but it's just
Okay,
that yeah, the frames keep freezing.
right. Okay. So the frames making it seem like we're not recording, but we're actually recording.
Yeah, I can still. Yeah, audio's still good. It's just that the video's freezing. Well,
Right.
look, it's cool. It's cool. Sound is still working, so yeah, we
Right.
can keep it rolling.
Well, I don't. I'm gonna chop this up into small segments. I don't want to just throw everything at you, and I definitely want you to ask questions, and I want the chat to ask questions. For all my truthers, I want you, and you will help me by doing this. And don't think you're offending me or DMarble or anyone else. Try to punch holes in this. I want you to, because more heads looking at this critically, the more value I believe we'll see collectively. Basically, you put a dollar amount in, $500, and if all conditions are right, by the time you reach 4 weeks, you'll have 3,000. 3,000. So you're literally turning $500 into 3,000, and it's 100% legal. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a pyramid. It has nothing to do with that. And if you really understand what a Ponzi scheme is, someone is holding your money. Someone, like, you pay into it, and the people at the top, and they're holding, there's a treasurer or somebody that's holding the money, and those Ponzi schemes that go haywire, the person runs away with the money, like a Bernie Madoff or one of those type guys. This ain't what I'm talking about.
Right.
As you are coming through the door and you're paying your initial entry into the community, that money goes directly to the person in the position of week 3 or week 4. So no one is holding the money. So if the first thing, because that was the first thing that went through my mind. First thing that went through my mind is, hold up, who's holding the money, and how do I know this person's honest? And when I finally figured out where the money goes, it goes to the people that's already in the community in a particular stage. So if they're in week 3 and you're in week 1 coming in, your initial 500 goes to that person in week 3 or that person in week 4. The people in week 3 or level 3 are getting $500. They call it a pre-gift. The people in position 4 are receiving $2,500. So that's $500 from each person that's coming through the door, which is a total of 5 people, and it's going straight to the person in the 4th position. So I was like, okay, well, that sounds good. It sounds like a quick way to make some money. But then, as I continue to learn about this community, what happens when you complete week 4, return back to week 1. So I said, okay, so they're trying to keep us in the circulation. I get that. But what if I don't want to give you another $500? You don't have to, or you're not supposed to. Your only gift into this community is $500. That's the only amount of money that should ever come out of your pocket. When I heard that, I started asking, okay, well, how can y'all do that? Well, they encourage you to support people that's in the community, right? Because every week you got new level 1 people coming in. So if you've been through the cycle, they want you to coach those people. They want you to help them get their 2 people, if you can, to help them to also advance. So you become, once you get through the cycle, the burden of getting all your people and all that is kind of off your shoulders, and now you're there to support the people that are coming in to the community. So that's pretty much how it works. Once you complete your first cycle and you're back through, which I'm in the process of going through now, you get to week 3. When you get to week 3, bang, you get $500. But you never put in, but you still get 500. You hit week 4, bang, you're gifted 2,500 again. So next week, I should be getting my $2,400 for the second time. My initial investment has only been $500. Now, how is this possible? Well, it's possible based on those people coming in, because remember, the money that comes into the community starts with the initial people that's coming through the door in level 1, right? So 8 people are coming in, and that money is gifted immediately to those in position 3 and 4. That's the exchange of money for that week. The next week, those initial first week people are bringing in 2 people. So you have a new batch of people coming in. Their money is going to whoever's in the 3rd position and the 4th position, or 3rd level and 4th level. Next week, the week after that, the week after that, and that's how they're able to sustain this community. So my question was, what could, when I start trying to punch holes in this system, what could make this thing fail? Well, the answer is very simple. People. The only thing that can make this fail is people that say they want to be in this community that can't deliver on bringing in 2 additional people. If you can't bring in 2 additional people, the system comes to a halt, because now those who have advanced to week 3 can't be gifted. Those who advance to week 4 can't be gifted. So the coaches that manage this community, their job is to ensure the right people are getting gifted, number 1. Number 2, their job is to ensure that the system continues to flow. Now, the coaches that's involved in the system, and I'm about to become a coach, are all volunteer. They don't get no additional money. They don't get nothing additional. They get $3,000 every 4 weeks. And to ensure that the community is flowing properly, they dedicate their time and volunteer, and they do it in their best interest because they get $3,000 just like the next person. That's what I discovered when I was looking for ideas on how to build community financially. And I was like, wow. Now, while I was looking at this stuff, I came across other stuff that's out there. And the biggest difference that I saw was that many of those other susus or whatever they call out there, it don't seem like that they can manage it properly, because this thing could grow really big really fast. If you don't control it properly, it will grow out of control, right? So I looked at the susu that I eventually joined, and I looked at what was already being done out there and some of the problems that they had versus where I'm at now. I think I'm in a great place right now. Well, I know I'm in a great place because I've quadrupled my money at a minimum, So what I wanted to do, what I did was I started telling everybody, right? Because once you get through the cycle once, your role changes. Now it's to tell people about the community and let them know what's going on, assist them in getting all the requirements so they can advance to the community. And now you're literally helping people to become gifted while in the process, you're being gifted. And everyone is being gifted the same amount. So no one is making more money than someone else. It's literally money flowing through an entire community by people gifting people. That's literally what it is. So what happens when things go wrong, right? And we've had I've witnessed 2 charts that had a problem. Somebody gifted into the community. They said they had their 2 people. When it was time for their 2 people to come in, their 2 people reneged, right? So the question is, what happens to the 500 that person gifted in week 1? They can't advance to week 2, right? What happened to that 500? Is it just gone forever? Absolutely not. In this particular community, what they do is, if you're not ready to advance, they put you in a staging area. They put you in a staging area. The reason they put you in a staging area is so that you don't interfere with the flow of the community. What do they put in your place? They put someone who already has their money and their 2 people. So now you get pushed aside, which means you have more time to get your 2 people, and then the system keeps going. If you're sitting on the side too long, and that for you could be 1 day, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be whatever, right? You cannot find 2 people to follow you. What happens is the community will buy your spot. Meaning that 500 you put in, they put it back on you. Hang on, stop. They pay you back, and then they take someone who has their money in their 2 people, and they put them in place of you. That's the process. So the objective here is not just $500. See, to me, $500 is the easy part. That's the easy part. The challenge in building this community is those 2 people. Those 2 people that will not just put up 500, they will also put in the work to bring in 2 people. That's the challenge. When that's done properly, everybody eats. So the community, or the people involved in this gifting group, are dedicated to helping every single person who's in the community, because when they don't, people don't get gifted. So when someone is struggling, it hurts the community. That, to me, is what the true definition of community is. Meaning, you're not in this just to make money for yourself. You're in this to help others. And in the process, you're going to be able to help yourself as well. That's pretty much, in a nutshell, the overview. We have a video that we can show you, but that's what got me. I couldn't find anything that was this organic. This is truly organic. It is literally creating wealth between individuals in a group, in a quote-unquote community. All right, that was a little overview of what this is all about. What is the chat saying? Are they saying I'm crazy yet? I haven't looked at the chat.
It's been a couple folks said you're crazy. That was no. It was
I mean, I may be. You know, am I doing a pipe dream here?
I
can show you my cash apps. I'm making money, so I'm making money, and I'm helping other people make money. So you can believe what you want, but then I can show you the money.
Right. So somebody said that the coaches always run off with the money eventually.
Really?
Yeah.
The coaches always run off. How can the coaches do that if they're not being gifted?
I really don't know.
Because the way the money is exchanged is from one cash app to another. So when you come in, you have to give them your name, your information, and your cash app. You're not giving personal information like social security number. This is all legal, all right? You're giving them your Cash App, your Zelle, your PayPal information. And that's how you're paying as well. So when you get to week 3, your gifting is going to your means of how you get your transactions. So how can the coaches take that money?
Right.
And I don't know. No, there's no middleman with the money.
Right. So there's that.
He's not in this group. He's not in this group. I'm only speaking for this group right here. I ain't speaking for anything else that's out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's also let me see. Yeah, saying that this is the definition of a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid.
Okay.
The definition.
Let's talk about that. What is a Ponzi scheme? How many people hear it all the time? What exactly is it? Turn it off. Most people say Ponzi scheme, don't even know what a Ponzi scheme is. First of all, to be in a Ponzi scheme, you have levels where one person is higher than another. Meaning one person will make more commission, more money than another person at a lower level. In this particular example, everyone's making the same amount. That's number one. In a Ponzi scheme, there's usually one entity, one group, one person that holds all of the money. That's why Ponzi schemes usually go south, because when things go wrong, they grab all the money and run. In this scenario, the only money that comes in through those joining the community. There is no other money flowing in this community. So it's not a pyramid. To have a pyramid, you got to have somebody at the top, you got to have people at the bottom. In this scenario, everybody gifts. Everybody gifts. So everyone is putting in 500. Everyone that reaches week 3 is receiving 500. Everyone that reaches level 4 is getting 2,500. So by definition, this can't even be close to a Ponzi scheme because no one is holding the money. There's no commissions being paid. There's none of that. A pyramid is pretty much the same. Pyramids, you put money in, and people use your money to make more money, right?
Right.
Network marketing, it's the same thing. Network marketing is more of a pyramid scheme than this because there's people in network marketing that is making $100,000, and the new guy coming in is getting $10 a month, right?
Yeah.
If you ever network marketing is a pyramid scheme. Because you got to sell products. In this particular example, there are no products. What are you selling? You're inviting people into a community. And what's at risk if you really want to think about it? Your initial $500. That is the only thing that's at risk. You're not risking any other money because in this particular community, you're not putting in anything else other than your 500. So let's say for some reason you don't get gifted in your 4th level. Let's say this thing falls apart somehow. Mm-hmm. But you already got 500 on your 3rd level, so you back to 0. You can look at it that way. But why would people in the community allow it to fall? I'll put it to you this way. If someone signed up and they had an emergency and they had their 2 people especially, but they didn't have the money, I would bend over backwards to give them the money. Do you know why? Because if they don't pay their money, someone's not going to be gifted. If someone's not gifted, when I get to that level, I may not receive my gift. So there's people in the community that has a vested interest to keep the community going. And when that person reaches level 3, they can pay me my money back. I'm just using that as an example. So if you learn what a pyramid scheme is and you learn what a Ponzi scheme is, which I've investigated extensively as a former police officer and an investigator, this is not it. There's no person at the top. The person at the top in a Ponzi scheme and a pyramid scheme is making all the money.
Right.
Where is that happening in this example I just shared, you know? So that's the major difference.
Because everybody's capped at $3,000 a month.
Exactly. You can't make any more money.
Hmm.
How do you make more money?
Well, you
So
can't.
if everyone's on the same level, like a real community should be, right? A real community should be, we are all the same in God's eyes, right? So we're all the same in God's eyes. Why would one person make more money than the other? See, that's where we come from. That's how our society is set up now. That person pumping your gas is not as important as that teacher. That teacher is not as important as, the doctor. The doctor isn't as important as your lawyer or judge or a politician or a sports athlete or this. We in our society, we do not live a community lifestyle. We think we do. We place one individual over another, making claims that we're all equal when really we're treated like we're not equal. So that's how come we can have have-nots and haves in this life that we've been born into. I am advocating for a community where everyone is the same, but everyone benefits. Someone's struggling with getting their people, the people in the community can help that individual meet the requirement because they're brand new coming in. They don't even know the value of the community. They just thought they could make $500 real easy. They can make $3,000 real easy by putting in 500. That's how most people come into these communities, right?
Right.
It's our job to let them know, no, this is a real community. So we're going to help you get your two people. Come in like that and they don't have enough people. Sometimes you can marry up another straggler. Like one person may have one person, a new person that's coming in may only have one person. Another person may be coming in and only have one person. But then someone like me, I brought in 5 people and I didn't have to bring anybody in. So you could take the 5 people that I brought in and partner up with other people that's missing people. So there's strategy to keep this thing alive if you give a damn about people. Only in this, the beginning, you don't want to be this is an investment, a financial. This is not a scheme to make money quick. This is to build a community so we all can build. And to do that, you got to drop your ways. You can right here in the street. What I'm talking about is being a part of something that's organic, that isn't driven by your ego. It's driven by you having the desire to become more financially. I don't know how much $3,000 in 4 weeks would do. So I think that it would help you, but you also want to do that for others. How do you do that for others? See, Jay-Z, I use this example in my live stream. Jay-Z is a hot rapper. He's talented. He's a billionaire. He's making all this money. He can go and give us. He can give us $100,000 to open up a recreational park, or open up a music studio for kids, or he could give and then walk away. In this particular example, you don't walk away. You're giving and you're staying put. You're continuously uplifting a community of people that's growing week after week after week. And when it's your time, based on your uplift, based on your support, which is week 3, week 4, you're gifted. So it's like doing community service and getting paid for it because you have supported a group of people in a process. That's what it's like. That's the way I see it. Now, some people, they just hungry for the money.
Right. Yeah.
I really want to see people making extra income of $3,000 every month, tax-free. Let me say this. Let's say you could do this for a whole year, right?
Yeah.
$3,000 every month. 12 times 3 is $36,000, right? Do you realize to have $36,000, you got to have a job that pays at least $50,000 in this country? Because after taxes, the amount of money that will be in your pocket is under $36,000. This is an opportunity to put potentially $36,000 in your pocket, tax-free, 100% legal, by being a part of a community. The other factor here is that $50,000 a year job, where you're only going to pull out $35,000, $36,000 at the end of the year. You got to work 40 hours a week for it. Sometimes you got to work more than that. Sometimes you got to sacrifice your weekends. Sometimes you ain't got time to hear the truth on the internet. Sometimes you got to go get a additional job to make ends meet. You work hard for that $50,000 a year job. Why not work hard in a community to make the same kind of money? That's what drew me into this. I am looking for opportunities to do for others while I'm doing for myself. It's very few opportunities like this out there. And as long as I'm in it, I'm not letting it fall apart. I'm not. I'm gonna go out my way to help people. I'm gonna share this. If I gotta do these live streams every week, I will. Because every week someone is benefiting from this, and it's not just me. See, Ponzi schemes and pyramids, it's all about you. It's all about you. There's selfish pursuits to make money. This one's different. It really is. And it's not even in the same category. All right. I didn't beat it up enough. Well, what are the questions?
Let me see. Still some things about the audio. Let me see.
My audio or your audio? My audio, obviously, as I was talking, right?
Yeah. Well, no, not issues with the audio. Still issues with the video. I'm trying to move some screens around to decrease what's happening with the with the bandwidth and all that. Potentially. Try to.
I'm coming in choppy today.
No, I think the sound's coming through good. It's just that the video just keeps freezing up. And I'm watching it on YouTube on my phone, and yeah, it's like you can still hear, but the video keeps freezing. So what I was wanting to do, I got the video queued up to explain what this is. But I mean, how well is it gonna work if it's all laggy right now? Yeah.
It should work. It's mostly just text. It's not too much real. Actually, it's all slideshow, so it should be better.
All right, cool. Let me get this set up. I go ahead and get that set up in OBS also, and then
Okay, I can finally see the chat now. Just opened up your live stream.
All right, cool.
And I want you guys to challenge this. I want you guys to ask questions. I want you to stump me, do whatever, because that's what I did to myself when I first got into this. And the reason I'm so passionate about it is because plus. So it's like, okay, if this is wrong, I don't want to be right. And the people that's coming behind me are making money. So I don't understand why this could be perceived wrong if people are being gifted. If people are being gifted, what else should be done? Maybe you can come to the table and make it even better. That's another thing. If we don't share this, we may miss out on the opportunity of another mathematical genius out there that can make this even more solidified, because this is straight math. That's all it really is. It's a mathematical algorithm that is being practiced week after week.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and okay, so I'm just gonna play the video behind me, and we'll just go from there. That's all. Should answer any questions anybody's got. So transition, and now we play. Let me turn the volume up.
My name is Trill, better known as Budget Bill, and today we are going to do a different type of video. There is a family and friends sharing or savings plan that has been going around lately, and I thought it would be a great idea to sit down and explain how this actually works. So without further ado, go ahead and click on the like button down below because it really helps the channel grow. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into the video.
Whose video is that?
Budget Bill.
What's up, folks, and thanks for sticking around. So this family and friends saving plan, or also known as a SUSU, offers you an opportunity to invest $500 to receive $4,000 in return. Like, wow. Now, initially, most people are not going to welcome this, but it is a real thing, and it actually is changing people's lives in the process. And this is actually a great thing right now because as people are struggling right now, as the world deals with COVID-19 and the government is slow on providing support to the American people, this gives another avenue to generate some additional income. Now, these types of friends and family savings plans are usually through an invitation only. So typically someone has to invite you to be a part of it. I know when I was approached and offered an opportunity to join, I thought that it was a great idea. So I asked for more information. I typically try to have an open mind to all opportunities and then decide whether it's right for me to participate or not. However, most people are closed-minded and immediately say no to the opportunity and don't want any part of it. But that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and explain exactly what a SUSU is. A SUSU is a form of a rotating savings club or group of people that get together and put in an equal amount of money for a period of time. The principle is that each member of the group makes a standard contribution one time period to create a large sum of contribution. Then each period, the total contributions will be dispersed to a single member of the group. The recipient changes each period in a rotating fashion so that all members of the group are eventually recipients of the rotating savings group. Now, typically this is done between trustworthy people so that everyone feels safe, and as long as everyone is putting in their share, everyone can benefit from this. Now, the concept of SUSU is used throughout the world in the Caribbean as well as in South Africa and other countries as well. The term SUSU refers to a fund where several people pool their money together. The tradition is known for helping people on such things such as affording school tuition, summer camps, college tuition, buying vehicles, opening up businesses, and other big ticket items. So now if we fast forward to the 21st century, they now have a modified or modern version of the traditional SUSU that allows recipients to receive more than what they initially put in. So let's go ahead and explain how the SUSU works.
What's going on here? Oh, commercials.
I just got a Facebook message from one of my students where he told me that he just made 30, not sales, profit, doing a new way.
Works. So what we have right here is the Family and Friends Savings Plan. So it typically takes about 4 weeks to receive a sum of the contributions after you join a Friends and Family Savings group. And each week starts on Sunday through Saturday. So on week 1, you will be in the fire position. On week 2, you will be in the air position. And on week 3, you will be in the earth position. And then on week 4, you will be in the water position, and you will receive the pool of contributions when you are in the water position on week 4. Now let's switch over here to show you exactly what this looks like.
It's frozen right now too.
What the flower looks like, and as you can see, the water is in the middle.
Yeah, that's
a
common one that's floating
Typically,
around.
you would join the Friends and Family Savings Group or flower
I
with a one-time.
I didn't join that one because they don't automatically put you back in circulation after you're in your 4th week, right? So by not doing that, when you come back in, you got to put another 500 in. Work your way all the way to the 4th week. The reason I like people gifting people is because it's an automatic process.
Yeah.
You know, once you reach, it's like you're a part of a community and you don't leave the community. And there's really no reason for you because you're automatically started over and you're not required to get 2 more people and you're not required to put in another 500. So So yeah, everything he was saying was exactly what I'm saying. Their process is different. They actually pay more money. The one he's talking about, I think they pay like 3,500.
Mm-hmm.
But when you hear the horror stories of Susus, it's usually those.
Oh.
It's usually those. This particular one, people gifting people, it's more organized. We do Zoom calls twice a week. We do coaches training. It's just they publish all the charts to see what chart you're on and who's under you, beneath you, who's above you. You see, it's very transparent. When I looked into the other ones, and I don't want to speak ill of them because I know there's some good ones out there. It's just they got some bad ones mixed in with them. That whole flower thing.
Yeah.
They don't have that automatic process, and I didn't like the idea of every 4 weeks pulling another 500 out of my pocket.
Right.
I'm stingy like that. So.
Yeah. So it's not.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So it's not like trying to. What am I trying to say? So I mean, as far as the reinvesting aspect of it, like, the situation comes around. It's like you go through 1 through 4, levels 1 through 4, and then you get back to a point to where you're back at level 1. Are you
Right.
like reinvesting the reinvesting that same $500, or like how does that go? How does that go?
No, you're not reinvesting anything. Once you're gifted your total amount, which is 2,500 in your 4th week, there is no more investing or gifting, meaning money coming out of your pocket. What's asked, and it's not mandated, what's asked is that you continue to share the community with your friends and family.
Yeah.
And in this case, sharing it with an entire community of troopers.
Right.
So I'm going to join or not because I'm already in the community. So everything that I do now is to encourage people to join so they can be gifted as well.
Yeah.
If none of these folks join, that's okay. You know, if someone doesn't want to join, they just want to sit back and watch and see how it is, then there's no problem with that. But my objective is to help people beneath me who still need 2 people to get in. You know, or people who's encouraged and who want to be a part of something like this. Hang on, my microphone is getting restructured here.
All right.
I had my arm came down, so I'm gonna put it on the tripod.
Okay.
Any questions in the chat? Because I'm not looking at the chat right now. But no, us conspiracy theorists and truthers and flat earthers, we are critical. There's a lot of lies out there. There's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of BS going on out here. I want you guys to be critical of this. I want you to challenge it. So give me your best. Come on with it, because I feel like I found something that's majorly big for our community. If I'm wrong, please show me how I'm wrong.
Let me see now.
Open.
There's question about the legality.
Uh-huh.
Is this a legal type of situation?
Absolutely. I'm glad they brought it up. The question should be, I'm saying yes, it's legal. And I know it's legal, 100% legal. But the question should be, after you know it's legal, is why is it legal? Well, this is one major way how rich people move their money around without any tax implications. The law states that you can gift any individual up to $15,000 a year. So you can walk up to any human being and give them $15,000 and not report it to the IRS. That's what the law reads as of today.
Say 15,000 or so.
Yeah, 15,000.
Okay.
Per individual, right? So that's a loophole that's in the tax code to benefit rich people. So if they want to give away money that's untraceable or not linked to the IRS, they can do that. Now the problem is, I'll get you a cookie later. Hang on. The problem is that it's not meant for us. It's not meant for everyday people. So when we do it, they can't say it's illegal because that's what the rich do. So the tax code is written to benefit the rich to be able to gift amongst themselves as much as they want in the name of $15,000 increments. So in this case, you're only gifting somebody $500. So it's not a total of $15,000 for the year. It's $15,000 per person a year. So if you go to $15,001, now you're supposed to report it to the tax code for that individual, but not for your community of people that you're only giving $500 apiece. You'll never have to report none of this to the IRS because it doesn't meet the requirement of $15,000. We'll never do a transaction in our community. There will never be a transaction over $500. So the question is this. I said when you get to week 4, you're going to get $2,500. But remember, nobody is holding the money. So one individual is going to send you $500, another individual is going to send you $500, another individual is going to send you $500, so forth and so forth. So now you have each individual sending you $500, and each one counts as a gift. That's well below the tax code of $15,000 per person.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So. Okay. Under $15,000 per person. Oh, all right. All right. I see.
Yep. So there's no big ramifications, and rich people do this stuff all the time. See, you almost made me cuss.
All right.
They do this stuff all the time.
All right. So somebody says after you pay $2,500, what happens and for how long? Nobody's paying $2,500. That's the thing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's.
You got each person is contributing a gift of $500. So to get $2,500, you got to get it from 5 different people. You got to get 500 from 5 different people, and those are the people coming through the door.
All right. I got someone asking, is this available in writing?
Absolutely. I'll send you the link right now.
Right.
And I'll send you all the training videos. I'm talking it. Well, you didn't show the video. You want to show the video? It's on my website. I mean, on my Facebook page. It's 11 minutes.
All right.
It puts it all there.
See, now I'm gonna have to.
Or do you want me? You want me to link it? Send it to you through Hangout?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I could find it. Let me see if it's on your Facebook page. Yeah, I could probably go ahead and find that.
I'm sorry, not my Facebook. It's on my YouTube page.
Oh, okay.
All right, but the question is it on the right YouTube page? Hang on. If I put the link in Hangouts, can you use it that way?
I could quickly go ahead and search your page and then pull it up. So you put the video up on your page already. I go, yeah. Send me a link. Send me a link on Hangouts, and then I'll put the link in the chat.
All right. Yeah, because I want them to see exactly what I'm talking. See, I can sit here and talk this all day, but if they don't see it, it doesn't make too much sense. And you see the progression of how it works. The person that created this formula of gifting in our community is the person that's narrating it, and you don't get to meet her when you join. everybody's transparent. All the coaches, all that. They actually show their faces on the Zoom call. You know, you're dealing with professional people as well. It's not that. I mean, not saying everyone's professional, but there's definitely a lot of professional people in this group. All right, I have the link, so I'm gonna put it in Hangouts right here. Open up the chat. Here you go. Video's right there.
Okay.
You can see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see now. Over
Let me go to
here.
the chat. Let's see, because you're a nice guy. You probably skipping over the hard question.
You might be right.
You like, you know what? He just called vegan war asshole, so I ain't gonna say that.
Right. I'm gonna skip that part.
You know me, I like talking to the people that just think it's all BS. All right, where we at?
Let me
A
see.
lot of people watch.
It's a few.
BLM is Agenda 2030, 2050. We will be gone. Oh yeah, Leslie. Okay.
All right.
This whole pandemic completely convinced me of flat Earth. IV, that's funny. Oh yeah, they on it in your chat.
All right. So I'm trying to copy link
Go
location.
for it, Randy. You are wrong, bruh. You go to the IRS code. I went to the IRS code. You can gift up to $15,000, and we're not making money. See, making money, you're not thinking. To make money in this country, you have to do business. This is not a business venture. This is not an investment. This is a gifting community amongst families and friends. That's the loophole. I'm giving you the Rockefeller loophole. So go for it, Randy. Pay attention. You even got it in your comment here. You say research IRS code for gifting with an opportunity to make money. It is illegal research. I've done tons of research on this. We are not an investment group. We're not multiplying our money. Each person is putting in $500. When you are gifted in what? $500. But they're coming from multiple people. So each individual is physically giving you $500. That is not making money off of money. That is receiving money from 5 different individuals. Now, if 100 and somehow you sold enough products and you made X number of dollars off of that $500, that would be in the realm of network marketing and, you know, all that other stuff. But the same amount you put in is the same amount that you're giving. That's not business. That's not investment. That is a gift. And those terms are clearly defined in the legal doctrine. So, nah, bro, I'm not going to get on the internet and talk to over 80 people and tell them about something that is illegal. Now, you don't have to trust me, but you need to go to the IRS website. On this video that DMarble's about to play, it addresses your question in detail. All right? So just get ready and watch this video.
All right. Had to run. Had to run to the bathroom real quick. Okay, let me get this video up real fast. Like, okay.
I would never get on here and try to sell a Ponzi. Go to jail for that. It's crazy.
Right.
You're out your mind. This is my real name. Curtis Ingram is my real name. Shit. I would sell you a Ponzi scheme under a fictitious name.
Right. I'm saying just on the concept, like, why would we go? Why would we get out here in front of everybody? Like, hey, just want to show you something. Like, y'all gotta know me. Y'all gotta know me better than that. That I'm not just gonna present something to you that I didn't have any trust in, that just didn't make any sense. I wouldn't even start that. Of course, I'm gonna just gonna have some background behind it. I'm gonna at least have some trust that it works out before I come and talk to y'all about it. Like, I mean, I would do more chatting offline if I thought it was something shady. I would be texting people individually. I would not get on my channel and go live talking about something if it was on some shady stuff. Like, come on, man, y'all gotta know me better than that, man. Like, it's a lot that I don't know, but one thing that I do know, I'm like very careful before I hop on and just try to share something with y'all. If I think it's gonna be detrimental, if I think it's gonna cause problems to anybody, I'm not gonna get on here like, hey, check this out, guys. You know what I mean? That's craziness.
Well, it's kind of like when we expose these. I hear an echo.
Oh man, it's so much going on with this stream, man. The lagging is out of control.
Well, it's kind of like when we expose these events, right? And we expose the fake science, and we expose this, and we expose that. Do you really believe that the United States government or the Federal Reserve or the IRS wants us to know about gifting?
Nah.
Do you really want us to? Why would they want us to know how to do this? You know what I mean? They don't want us to know how to do this. So they are going to discourage you. They are going to say, well, there's people out there that's trying to scam you. And they probably are. But what happens when you run into one that isn't? Yeah. So before you start quoting the control system, I want you to read the fine print, right? Rich people do this already. And when I say rich people, people that want to throw their money around without necessarily reporting it to the IRS. They can do it up to $15,000 per individual, per transaction. That's how it is, all right, today. And you can't argue against that. So if that's the case, we're compliant. We are within our right to gift one another up to, but not beyond, $15,000 per person. Think about that for a second. Now, if that's the case, why would they want us not to know this? Well, this would be one reason for you to become financially independent. Think about it. Right now, I don't know how much money you make, but let's say you make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a year, right? The vegan warrior is trying to turn that to 7. I'm trying to turn that to 8. I'm trying to turn that to whatever number. So let's say you're really low income, right? You're making under $2,000. I'm trying to help you get to $5,000 a month without joining the the workforce. Do they want that? Come on, man. No, they want you to go out and get another job. Yeah. So if you're low income, you make $10 an hour, they want you to go get another $10 an hour job. Right? So now you don't spend no time with your kids. You're hustling for $10 on this job and $15 on that job. And 8 hours here, 8 hours here, 8 hours of sleep, back up, do it again, do it again, do it again. That's what they want. Right. Saying, hold up. Here's a loophole. We can gift each other. And you have the potential of making $3,000 every month. And all you got to do is keep promoting your community and supporting the people in that community. Isn't that our ultimate goal? What this whole truth movement is about? To uplift our community? At least that's what I thought. You see what I'm saying? So we can talk about that, but then at some point we got to take steps towards it. This is something I'm introducing. I think this is a step towards truly building a truth community. Yeah. All right. Let me shut up. All right.
I don't know. That all makes sense, man. Cause I'm saying this is a way that we can. I mean, like activism. You know, going out doing your flat Earth activism. It's got to go from us just communicating online to taking the message to the next level. And I mean, other than sharing memes on your social media, other than making videos, like actually going out and talking to people, we talk about building, we talk about unification, we talk about uplifting each other, and then like, you know, what's the plan for it? This could be the plan. This could be an aspect of the plan to empower all of us. Like, if we can get everybody making $3,000 a month, man, I would feel good about that. I would feel good helping one person make $3,000 a month. I'd feel good helping like 5 people. I'd be okay with it, man. And I mean, we have a vested interest in doing that and expanding as best we can and helping people to you know, continue to grow. So I like it.
Absolutely. We gotta try. Like, you changed the game when you went to Alaska, right?
Right.
Flat Earthers to that point was just talking. You know, we on there were arguing with globe earthers, and we're arguing about this. And the one thing that I advocated over 2 years ago was an exploration, where we would actually take the steps to get on the ocean and just go as far as we can to see if there is an actual ice wall, or to see if the Earth is what they claim it to be, right?
Yep.
We can't do none of that if we ain't got no money.
Facts.
We can't even have meetings. We can't plan nothing. See, that's how come they can always downplay our movement, because if there's no financing for the movement, it's never going to go anywhere. It's just a bunch of people talking.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with talking, because that's how you get to your plan, right? But once you realize that action needs to be taken, where's that money coming from? Somebody rich is just going to come in and pay for everything? Are we all going to put money in one pot and hope that someone doesn't run off with it? Like how are we going to do that? At some point, we got to generate wealth, right? Maybe this isn't wealth, but we got to generate more sources of income. All right, I'm sorry. I'm starting to feel like a preacher. Let me shut up.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm saying it's like, I feel like that's what falls off when people are approached with this type of thing. You know, it's like you'll forget the person, you'll forget your history with the person. Like, y'all, I'm already involved. I already put my money up. I'm playing the role of the skeptic. You know what I'm saying? The person asking questions. We're just going through this to share it with y'all. I see value in this. I see a way to help family members make money. You know what I'm saying? I see ways to make help old friends to make money. So if I can do that, and I can help them do that, like, why would I not share that? And then you know, and this is basically off the strength that I trust Vegan Warrior. I've never met him. We've had a lot of conversations. We've been back and forth on these chats a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? He was my co-host for that time. We were doing the wrap-ups and all that. I trust him. He came to me, told me about this. I'm like, you know what? I don't have it down. I don't have the concept down 100%, but I trust him. And I know how skeptical he is. You know what I'm saying? I know he's not just gonna hop into something and not take a good look at it, not try to debunk it. Like, this is the most skeptical dude that I know. He's gonna try to break down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna try to break down anything. You like, at any aspect. You don't trust nothing. But if you trust this, after what I know about you, I'm like, okay, this must work. I'm like, if Vegan doing it, it's gotta pan out. You know, that's just where I'm at. So it's all about you know, understanding who you're dealing with. Like, I'm saying, this is like my brother. He's not gonna come to me and tell me some stuff that's not gonna work. So I mean, just off of that, I'm out chatting with people like, hey, this is gonna work because just based off of that, you know what I'm saying? So you got that credibility with me. So I'm like, look, I'm new to this thing, but hey, my man over here, he's doing it. He's got background in law enforcement. He's very thorough in his research. He's with some good people. I've sat in on a few of these conference calls, and these people are really all about trying to help people move forward in this whole process, and that's what community is all about, you know. And we call ourselves a community, and I see this as an opportunity. You know, we were talking back and forth that we could push it a little bit further. We can take it to the next level. You know, we can actually have funding for some of the stuff that we might want to do. Shoot, I mean, it like you broke it down. Worst case scenario, you out of $500. Worst case scenario, and that's the way I was looking at it. Like, yeah, okay, I feel you. So let me go ahead and turn this video on though. Looks like the stream has corrected itself some way or another. Yeah, I had changed the bit rate a little bit, and then I had to refresh in Firefox. So yes, things seem to be working a little bit better now. So glad about that. So glad about that. Okay.
I think it was my video, man, because I kept my avatar up. Did that save some bandwidth?
Maybe. But yeah, things seem to be working a little bit better now.
They don't need to see my face.
Right. Okay. All right, let me go and turn this video on though. Nope, not way back here. Run it again. Let's go.
Hello, and welcome to People Gifting People.
What's going on here? Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
About that.
bruh, look. Okay, let me refresh the page and see about this, because I'm telling you, there have been times where we're in the middle of a live stream, or I'll be in the middle of a live stream myself. I start talking about something that matters, something that's pertinent, some extreme truths that's going to expose some stuff, and I will mess around and have my stuff freeze up out of nowhere when a live stream's going real smooth. And I feel like that happens a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
More than normal.
they don't all about them, all about they. I don't know if they want this information out, but let's try it again. Let me try it again. Hold on, let me pause it up, give it a little bit of time to buffer, and
it's not a big file. I made the file really small.
right. I'm gonna give it some time. Let it buffer. Let it buffer to a quarter of the way, and perhaps this thing will continue to go through. Oh yeah, a link. Yeah, probably need to go ahead and get a link out. But here.
Yeah, I can put the link in the chat also.
All right. Yes, please do.
All right. Won't let me do anything because you ain't got me as a mod or whatever.
Wait, I don't have you as a mod.
Right.
Get out of here. Man, type something in the chat so I can give you a link.
That's smart because I be going off, and you gotta keep me under control.
Oh no. I'm saying. Yeah, go. Yes, by all means, put a comment in the chat.
Make him work be getting raw and uncut, so we can't make him a mod. Structure. Now you got that one crazy friend. I'm your crazy friend.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I'll just be back there chilling, like, well, yeah, that's vegan doing what vegan does. So, Be like, B, you need to holler at your boy. No. I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm gonna let that man handle business how he handles business. But yeah, man, you put a comment in the chat, and then I'll go ahead and give you a wrench, and then you can drop links in the chat. So stuff is moving along very slowly. For some reason or another, YouTube does not want this video to play, and that is hilarious. Like, I wish people could see my cursor. It's that little rainbow colored thing just spinning out of control, and this video will not. Alright, I'm gonna refresh for a third time here. Let me see. Let me close that up. Let me open this. I'm gonna close that up. Got this other window open. Let me close that. GarageBand. That was fun.
Nick Givens in the house. Nick Givens, how you doing, love?
All right, hold up. Wait. It might work. It might work this time. Let me see. Let me see.
It's good.
I'm saying, yeah, John, that's a good dude.
Yeah, real good. You got all the good people over here. I'm jealous.
I'm saying, you know, like attracts like. I guess I might be a good guy. Ain't no telling.
I got brother from India too. I think he's from India.
Yeah. See, Bavik.
Yeah, he's cool too.
All right with me. Mile High Scribs, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Jenny Bean, I see you. All right, you're now a moderator on my channel, sir.
Got Tammy in the house. Hey, Tammy.
Oh yeah, Tammy is one of my favorites. She's always around, always very supportive.
My man IB.
Let me see. Let me check back here. I know Tammy got a wrench.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. All right, yeah. You can put the link in the chat now. Okay. I'm gonna play the video a third time. I'm gonna make the attempt here. Okay, let's go. This thing is still spinning. It's not. Yep. It ain't gonna let me do it. It's just not gonna let me do it. I don't know why. Oh man. You know what? One more time. What I'm going to do with this thing. I appreciate everybody, you know, being so patient with it, man. Seriously.
They cool.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Upside Downer is from Australia. You got a brother from Australia. Got Richard Lopez. What's good, Rich?
Oh, Rich in the house? All right,
Yeah.
what's up, homie? Let me see.
Hey, him in a minute.
Let me see.
See?
Control in.
That's Jenny Bean 79. Oh, they're from Lancaster. Okay.
Yeah.
Got people from up my way.
All right, flat out KC in the house. What's happening?
Yeah.
What's good? What's good? I promise y'all, my laptop is never this slow.
See, this right here is a game changer. I keep telling people, once you start finding ways to make income or gifting through community, if I want to be technically and legally accurate, it ain't nothing they can do about it. There is nothing for them to change the tax code and say, no, you got to report all gifts and all that. The rich people will lose their mind because they want to be able to give gifts without telling anybody anything or not having any record of it. And a lot of times they're doing it amongst themselves. So.
Okay, let me see. All right.
Cizo is in the house.
Oh yeah, Cizo. My dude Cizo, man.
And a lot of these folks, may or may not know, but my channel, well, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 channels shut down, and I'm on my 5th channel now. So if you've been looking for me and haven't been able to find me, I'm at Vegan Warrior Live. That's the latest channel. So you ain't got to subscribe, but that's where I'm at.
Okay. All right. I'm still working. All right. So now I'm switching it to I don't know why the chat is still showing this old video. We got a little lag going on here. It's all good. All right. Yeah. Truth is the new hate speech. You got that right, Upside Downer. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this video, and hopefully it catches up because it's looking good in OBS. And
The browser, have you done that?
no, I started. I had the video on Safari. Now I got it on Firefox.
Okay.
But it looks like the stream's still moving at the same pace. So okay, let me go ahead and do this thing. Trying to start the video and the thing just
I shouldn't
keeps.
have said nothing until we showed the video. No, you sit over there. Sit over there. My grandson trying to torture me while I'm live streaming.
All right. Okay, so I got. See,
Mile House Scrubs. Mile High Scrubs.
Scribs. Yeah.
My bad.
That's 2 totally different words.
Scrubs.
Yeah. Like, who you calling the scrub? No, man.
Mile High Scrubs.
Alright. So okay, so finally this thing's catching up. I got the video up. Looks like I'm gonna have to refresh it again
Question
in order to get this thing. Yeah.
Who's in the house?
S Love's in the house. What's good? What's good?
Yes.
We trying to get this thing together, man.
Did I already call out random variable?
I don't think we did. Random variables in the house.
I have. It looks like an MYEUSI. You see?
MIUSI. Alright, yeah, Kitty Channel wants the link to watch the video. And I am going to drop the link in the chat at this point because I'm saying, okay, links in the chat. I'm putting it out there now. I just pressed the button and it didn't get in the chat for 5 seconds just to show you how slow things are going on over here.
Yeah, I just seen it. I'm just now seeing it.
Okay, one more time. I'm gonna try to play the video and click. And what we got?
Telling you, it's me, man. They don't like me.
It's just.
I gotta stay away from you because then they won't like you.
YouTube doesn't like me already, man. This is craziness.
Marvin.
I can't play.
Get off that stimulus. Get off that stimulus money.
Here, let me
You know
see.
what? That's another thing, D. Have people considered what's going to happen when they stop with this, was it PUA money and this stimulus money and all this stuff? And they say, okay, it's all good. You can go back to work and those jobs ain't going to be there.
Yeah. See?
All hell going to break loose.
Oh.
And all they're doing is holding off until the November elections. That's all they're doing. They're holding off until November. And if Trump wins, you best believe Republicans are going to try and stop all this money giving, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the Democrats win, they may take it overboard. You know, I don't know. But everybody's holding out till November. They can't stop giving money to the people until after the November election.
Somebody's like, "Did you press play?" Yes. Here. You want to hear me press and play? This is me pressing play. Do I need to press it with the space bar? Let me try that again. No, this thing is frozen. I'll press play. Trust me.
Man, they don't want them to see that. Y'all got to go to my page to see it.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
too sure.
Look, I have the modem plugged into the laptop, so the flow should be.
Is there a way I can screen share?
You know what? Let's try that. But I mean, it's gonna freeze up on your end too because that's how they do.
Okay, let me try.
All right. So let me get you back on here. Transition that.
Hold up.
And then, as far as the big presentation window goes, wait, no.
Yeah. And it's only 11-minute video. It's really not that big.
Right. That's what was throwing me off.
Right. Let me open it up on my screen and then share my screen, and then maybe that'll work. Okay, this is it right here. So, oh, you got it playing?
Hello and welcome to People Gifting People.
I thought that was you.
Community Susu Group.
No, not me.
What?
What is a Susu? A Susu is an informal rotating savings club in which people contribute
Oh, like did it finally
and
turn on?
money into a fund to help each other.
Okay.
Money can be given weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. The total funds in the pool are distributed to one member at a time based on the schedule which the members agree. In a traditional Susu, there's a treasurer who collects all the money from each member. The treasurer holds the money until it's time for each member to receive their gifts. In People Gifting People, our group is unique because our members give directly to the person being gifted. Although it may have originated in Africa, Susus are practiced in various parts of the world. People Gifting People was designed to promote residual income among friends and families in our community. Each member gives directly to the individual to be gifted and then invites at least 2 or more of their own family and friends to gift in the same manner. The goal is that each member who gifts will also be a recipient of a collection of gifts within 1 month's rotation. The major difference between a traditional Susu and our Susu, you only gift once, not weekly. In People Gifting People, there are 4 levels. Each member of our gifting group is expected to pass through all 4 levels after entering in at level 1. Level 1 gifters submit a one-time gift of $500 and ultimately reach level 4, where he or she receives a gift of $3,000. Again, People Gifting People is unique because we have a built-in automatic system that puts you back into rotation to receive another gift without requiring you to invite 2 additional members. People make this system work. Recruit everyone you can. It only makes the system stronger. Level 1 is the gifting level. Level 2 is the intercessory level. Level 3, the forwarding level. And finally, level 4, the transformation level. What we offer. We offer an opportunity for you to join our gifting community when you give your initial gift and invite people, which ultimately become your team. We offer support. We have a team of coaches who help manage the process of gift giving to help ensure every member receives their collection of gifts. Since this is not an investment, the system is purely based on gift giving. We make no promises. We train members who enter our gift group to become a team coach so that any member can also be in a leading position. We offer opportunities to virtually meet other members in our group as individuals continue to build residual income in their community. Let's take a closer look. Level 1, gifting. Here's where you begin in week 1. Your name will be placed in one of 8 circles when you enter the group. You will give a one-time gift of $500 to a member of the group who's already in level 3 or level 4 as indicated by your position on the chart. Level 2, intercessory. This is where you invite your 2 people to become members in our gifting group. You'll receive the most important training at this level so that you can continue to advance. Level 3, forwarding. When you reach the forwarding week, a new member from the Level 1 group will gift you $500. You're only 1 week away from being fully gifted. Level 4, transformation. Congratulations, you made it to week 4. Today is your gifting day. When the system is followed, you will receive the rest of your gifts from 5 new members of the group, as explained earlier in this video. This will bring your total gifts received to $3,000 in your pocket. You will be automatically placed back into the system as a level 1 for another round of gifts. This is a typical chart that you will see posted on the People Gifting People community chat page. For your convenience, each level is represented and color-coded for your quick reference. Blue indicates the level 4 position. Green indicates the level 3 position. Yellow will indicate the level 2 position. And red indicates level 1 position. There are 8 level 1 gifters every week on every chart. 6 of these level 1 gifters will gift directly to the level 4 position. 2 of the level 1 positions are considered tribute gifters. The first tribute will gift $500 to the person to the left of the chart. The second tribute will gift $500 to the person to the right of the chart. The remainder of the gifters again gift the level 4 position for a total of $3,000. This slide shows the natural progression of one chart from 1 week to the next. We saw the split lines, and now we see that the previous level 3 positions have moved to level 4. The previous level 2 positions have moved to level 3, and the previous level 1 positions have moved to level 2. And this week, your level 2 positions will invite 8 new level 1s. Let's recap. The history of susus goes back over 100 years, and many cultures practice this type of informal community savings all over the world. In traditional susus, you give a set amount of money on a weekly or monthly basis and receive only what you put in at the end of that set time. In our gifting group, you give a one-time out-of-pocket gift of $500 and receive $3,000 within 4 weeks, as explained. In a traditional susu, one treasurer holds all the money, but in our susu, we gift directly to an individual who is to be gifted during week 4. What's important to know? Susus are not designed to be a pyramid or Ponzi scheme. There are people who have abused the system in the past. However, susus, when conducted with truthfulness and followed properly, is a totally legal system. People Gifting People is a gifting program, not an investment. We make no promises. We simply gift into a community of people who volunteer to help each other build their own savings. Coaches are all volunteers, and every member can become a coach, even you. Let's answer some frequently asked questions. Is this a pyramid scheme? The answer is no. It's not an investment. There is no top management. We're all treated equally, and our system is designed that each member in the group rotates around, including coaches. Everyone brings a gift. There are no bonuses or fees. This is not a Ponzi scheme. There are no levels of hierarchy. No one holds any member's funds, therefore no one can ever run away with your gift. Members receive their gifts directly into his or her own hand once their cycle is completed. Each member invites 2 new members to to ensure that everyone is properly gifted. According to the IRS, if you make a charitable contribution to a person or a charity, the funds given are tax-free, as long as the amount does not exceed $15,000 in 1 year. Also, according to the IRS, as a receiver of a gift, you do not pay taxes on gifts. You do not have to report these gifts that an individual gives you, as long as those gifts do not exceed $15,000 in 1 year. This information is current. It's still being used. A taxpayer does not pay a gift tax until they have given away over $11.4 million in a lifetime. Now that you see how this works, what's your next step? If you decide to become a member of our gifting group, contact the person who invited you to watch this video. That person will send you a link to receive an electronic gifting form that you must complete for tracking purposes. Please also include how you would like to receive your gift, either PayPal, Cash App, or Zelle. You will be given a link to join our chat where other members and coaches meet. Here you can also monitor and track your gifting charts. You will be provided support through tools given such as conference calls, Zoom training, team building support, and information on how you can invite others as well. In addition, you will have the opportunity to have one-on-one sessions with our coaches who will answer all your questions. Now, on behalf of People Gifting People, members, and all its coaches, welcome to our gifting family. Thank you.
All right. Okay.
What y'all knew about that jazz I put at the end? Y'all know nothing about that jazz.
That was cold. Who was that? John Coltrane?
Yeah. That's the name.
All right.
So, I hope that answers some. I already answered a lot of that, but it's all researchable. You know what I mean? Everything that she said, everything that I've said, you can go and you can research and you can, because that's exactly what I did when I first heard it. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, sounds good, no problem. I ran to the internet. And when I came back and confirmed what they said was true, then I started asking about their process because I wanted to learn more about how they make this thing work and compare it to some of the other ones that have failed. And I couldn't punch no holes in it. And so, well, first let me say how I got into this. My best friend, we've been friends for over 30 years, went to college together, went to the military together. Give me $500. And that's my boy. I don't care. He could ask me for $10,000. I'll give it to him, right? I'm like, I was being nosy. Like, what you need $500 for? He says, I'm going to turn it into $3,000. And I'm like, how you going to do that? And then he started telling me about this. And the first thing I said, Ponzi scheme, pyramid, no, you're going to lose your money, you're going to lose my money. And then he started showing me how much he's been gifted since he's been in it. Because he's been in a number of months before he even told me, which pissed me off. Because he could have told me early on, right?
Yeah.
That's how I got in. You know, and the challenging part, folks, let me tell you the hard part. See, we're making it sound too easy. The hard part is not the $500. The $500 is the easy part. I mean, unless you don't got it, but at two people, well, I would give you the $500. The money is not the issue. It's getting two people who are going to take this serious and who are going to replicate what you're going to do. because you have to put in 500. You have to bring in 2 people who are going to also put in 500 and be motivated to share it with 2 other people, and so forth and so forth and so forth. And that's the cycle that keeps it going. So as you move from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, bang, that 500 you gave in level 1 comes back to you in level 3. You advance to level 4, bang, you're gifted by 5 individuals $500 apiece. 100 with a total of $3,000. Now, 5 of that $3,000 was yours. You started the process with 5. But the beauty of this system, you loop back around, you go back to week 1. When you get to week 1, you don't have to put in another 500, and you don't have to bring 2 more people. To the second week, then you advance to the third week, bang, you get another 500. You advance to the fourth week, bang, you get another 2,500. Now, what you should be doing while all that was going on is what me and DMarble is doing right now. Telling as many people about it. We're not trying to twist your arm. We're not trying to say, sign up now, or you're going to miss out. No, we're not doing all that. Something that is benefiting what our community is about, and how it's set up and how it can benefit everyone that's in it. That's all we're doing. And by sharing that, that brings in enough people to keep the system going. So that's it in a nutshell. All right. What else we got?
Well, that all sounds about right. That all sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm studying to be a coach now. Behind the scenes is so serious because so many people are coming in. You can't make mistakes, right? So they have what they call People Gifting People University, where you got to learn how to be a coach. Now, all this is voluntary. You don't get paid extra for being a coach. You don't get none of that. Kind of like if I wanted to put $36,000 in my pocket, because I'm thinking long term. If I wanted to put $36,000 in my pocket, I got to find a job that pays a minimum of $50,000 a year. Right. On that job, how many hours would I have to put in on that job? Well, typically, a minimum of 40 hours a week. So I could do that, right? Which I'm not, because I run my own business. But if I wanted to, I could do that, or I can invest in a community and try to make the same type of money through gifting and helping other people. As far as I'm concerned, that's a win-win-win. So that's my motivation. That's the only caveat to this. You have to, I don't advise anyone that has money that can't think of nobody that they're going to bring in to even be a part of this community. Because to be in this community, you got to be able to perform. We said, you know what, we don't like the control system anymore. We don't want to be a part of this Hegelian dialectic control system. And we all went off and we took a piece of land, let's say somewhere in Colorado. It's the flat earth state, right? What's going to make that work are people giving a damn, people truly caring about people, and people all working together. So if we ever truly wanted to be independent from the control system, to deliver on an individual basis as much as we do collectively. Your individual game got to be so powerful that it resonates and helps everyone around you. And that's what I'm advocating here. A way for us to build money or build each other while it benefits a community. Because if D is making $3,000 more a month, and I'm making $3,000, and MJ Givens and some of these other folks are all making money, and everyone that's involved is making money, we're going to be a stronger community. But the moment this person over here isn't making anything, He should feel the pain because the objective of community is to uplift everyone, not just a select individual.
Right.
Now, if you want to go beyond the Call of Duty and be super person, there's a way you can do that. Talking about here is for everybody to benefit. You know what I mean? Like, you guys may love DMarble and say, you know, he's such a good YouTuber. What do? You go to the super chat, you hit the super chat, give him $5, give him $10, do this too. You're rewarding him for his contribution. Opportunity for DMarble and myself to reward those who watch us. We can pass it back to you instead of you just saying I'm a great YouTuber. Well, you know, DMarble is better than me, but DMarble's a great YouTuber and so forth. I'm to turn it around and say, okay, join our community and you're going to benefit too. That's what this is about. I'm going after real community. That's my agenda. All right, and I'll end it with that. Unless you got some other questions or you want to add more to it.
No, I think we could do this. Let me see. There was a repeat question. Cizo was asking again, what if you can't find 2 other people to join?
Well, one, if I can help you, I'm gonna help you. Meaning, I don't have a requirement of finding 2 people. I've already met that requirement, so I'm in the community. So it would be in my best interest to help you find 2 people. So I will go out and try to help you find 2 people, which I've done a number of times already. There are no 2 people that we can have for the time that you want to come in. You gotta wait, bro. You gotta wait. The requirement to be in this community is not just your money. It's the money plus 2 people. Stage 1 or level 1 is your 500. So you coming through the door. To advance to stage 2, you got to have 2 people so you can get to the second level. Once you get to the second level, stage 3 is right there within 7 days. So that initial 500 you put in, you're getting back in stage 3 or level 3. So if you don't have 2 people and you throw money in the pot, the community, because the community is going to have to keep moving forward with or without your money anyway. What we really want to bring in people that are your friends and family to follow you into this community. And I'll just tell you an example with me. When I came in, nothing. I ain't been through no coaching. This is just my boy told me about it, and I'm jumping on board. And I said, you know what? I'm bringing in my daughter and bringing in my wife. Those are my 2 people initially when I came through the door.
Yep.
Better. What I did when I did that, instead of me bringing in 2 people, now I got to bring in 4 because my daughter wasn't going to get nobody and my wife wasn't going to get nobody. But what this was, my wife got 1 person and I got a person for her. And my daughter did give her 2 people. So it turned out good. And then it's all us helping each other to get those 2 people to get through the door. So let's say you put in your 500 and you really believe you're going to get 2 people by the second week, right? And you don't. You're already in the community because you put the money in, right? Do is they put you in the staging area, week 2, and they put someone in your spot to keep the cycle going until you're ready, and then we put you back in and you start where you left off. That's one strategy that they do. If a person doesn't like that, we then can buy them out, give them your 500 back, use that 500 to put someone else into the system. So no one is walking away with your money if you can't find 2 people. We want you to find 2 people because it makes it less work for us. But if you can't, it's in our best interest, in your best interest, to find 2 people to put behind you so we can keep the system moving forward.
Right.
Did I explain that well, D?
Yeah.
Is that what you heard on this call?
Yeah, that sounded good.
I'm a rookie coach. I'm not a coach, but I'll be a coach probably another couple weeks.
Right. So the way that you want to look at this, this isn't just about you making money, but this is about you helping someone else make money. So
Right.
my conclusion, what I came up with is, okay, so I'm looking at family members. So I was looking at starting one or getting my mom involved so she could get to make the 3,000 too. And I talked to my brother, and I talked to a few other people. What I'm doing with the coaches now, I was in phase 2, right? I was at level 2. What I'm doing now, because I'm thinking about making money for my loved ones. I'm putting my mom in my spot, and I'm switching spots with her. Okay, so now my mom's not gonna go find 2 people. So what I'm doing now is, it's like she's basically got me and my brother in now. You know what I mean? So she doesn't have to do anything. All right. So I'll be one of her strong legs, as it were, and then I'm gonna help my brother out just the same, and we'll just continue on doing it like that. You know what I mean? Because I mean, how good would you feel if you could help your mom make $3,000 a month that she wasn't getting? I would feel pretty good about that. I put the money up for her. So I mean that's something I feel like, you know, it's another thing out there, and that'll give people more motivation to, you know, find their 2 people and help their 2 people. It's like, you know, kind of paying it forward. You know what I'm saying? This is an opportunity to help the people that you care about in a basic fashion. You know, it's a few steps that you gotta take. But you know, that's the way I'm looking at it. So I wanna help my mom get paid. You know, I wanna help my brother get paid. I wanna help my sisters get paid. So I'm on this thing. I'm working on it.
Oh yeah.
Straight up. So
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? That's brilliant, because I never considered that. I never. If I could do it over, I would have did it exactly the way that you said it. Put the weaker person above you. When I say weaker, I mean they're not going to go out and put as much effort in as you, right?
yeah.
And then do what you got to do to fill up your chart to the best of your ability. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I just got lucky because my daughter came across 2 people that jumped in on it really quick.
Yeah.
Well, you know, so, yeah, that's kind of brilliant too. And when you said that to the coaches, they was like, okay. Did you see the response when you said that?
Nah, I didn't get to see everybody's responses.
Yeah, they were shocked that you figured that out so quickly.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same thing like a long time ago. Like there was like years where I was in Amway, and I was like, man, I could have, what I should have did, I should have sponsored my mom, and then I should have sponsored myself underneath her, and then build a team, and she just, you know, collects money off of whatever I do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that. So yeah, man. Yeah, it just looks like a different way to like kind of work the system, you know. Like I would encourage anybody to do that, and anybody that, well, no, I ain't gonna encourage you. I mean, that's what I'm doing. If that's what anybody else will want to do with it, then, you know, I think that's just a good idea.
Right, you don't do that unless you think you need to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But another factor here, money, right? So let's say you took care of your mother. When she reaches week 3, you get your initial investment back.
There you go.
I mean, you can give her the big one at the end. Investment, you're back to 0. So it's not like you're out any money. You know?
Yeah.
That's something I have no problem loaning money for people, because when they hit week 3, they got to get that back. You know what I mean? Or week 4.
Yeah, I hold off. I hold off till week 4. You know, I'm
When
good.
she got a lot of, because she's gonna be happy when she get it, right?
Yes.
So you know, hey, well, give me your money. You know, I made you $500. Okay, you made 25. Okay, now you give me my 500 back. You only made 2,000.
Right. Right. Pretty much.
You know.
You know. So it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, I mean that's.
All right. So. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, you know, there's a couple more things in the chat. You know, Jermaine G said pyramid scheme. Marvay's asking who's paying the 3,000. And if I understand correctly, and I'll try this, but yeah, let's. Okay, so the 3,000 that's coming in, and when you get to level 4, that's coming from the new people gifting as they're coming in, right? That's coming from like 6 of the eight people that are in stage 1 gifting towards the person in at level 4. So yeah, that's where that comes from. But I mean, it just continues, in this cycle. All right, that's all I got for that, man. All right, it's back on you.
Well, what I would add, I'm snatching toys from my grandson because he keeps playing with his toys while I'm live streaming. But a damn thing won't turn off. Hang on. Stop! Give me a second. It won't stop. Okay. Stop.
All right, there it is.
Wow. Gee whiz, man. There's a truck, you press a button, it just makes all these noise. Exactly right. This is, and I got to emphasize this. Where's the money coming from? It's coming from one place, and everyone sees where it's coming from. It's the moment the person pays their $500. Think about it. Every week, someone is paying $500 to get into this, right? That is the money. So when you come in and you say, okay, I want to be a part of this group, right? You're going to fill out a form, and it's going to have your information in it, and then a coach is going to contact you. Welcome to the gifting community, people gifting people. This is the person, through text, gift. Right? So you're going to get a Cash App name, a person's name, Cash App, the whole 9, right? And you're going to pay that to get into the community. Transfer, let's say, a Cash App $500 payment to the person that they told you to give it to. You are officially in the community. So where that money goes is someone who's in week 3 or week 4. All right? So another person who came in, who paid their $500 just like you, it's gotten 2 people, who has advanced to week 3, is in week 4, is the person that will receive your initial payment into the community. Your initial payment. So your initial payment does not go to someone sitting on top of the pyramid. It doesn't go to anyone but the person who is in that position. And that could be anybody. Now, the transparency here is you will see a chart with all the names of people you're in and what level you're on, and you're going to see the other people. So when you Cash App that one person, you're paying their gift for being in the position that they're in. Okay, so you just started, you paid, you put in your $500, they told you who to gift, you gifted. You got two of your friends or 2 of your family members to follow you in. They come into week 1, you move to week 2. You're leaving week 1, now you're in week 2. Week 2 is You're just learning about this community. That's all you're doing. This calls, you're gonna get to know the people that brought this thing together. You're gonna get to know everybody. You might learn about becoming a coach and all this other stuff. Week one, when those people come in on week one of those people are gonna be told to gift you. Why? Because you're in week 3, right? You get your $500. So the $500 that you paid to get into the community is coming back as quick within 2 weeks, as long as you bring in your 2 people. You guys with me? All right? Once you leave week 3 and you're now going to week 4, right? And this is when you're fully gifted. Those new individuals coming in for week 1, it's going to be a total of 8 of them. 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500. That's 8. That's $4,000. Are going to put 500 in week 3? No. Because you got 2 people in week 3. Then you got 4. You got 6 people left over. Well, you got 2,500 of that is going for. Why it's not a complete 4,000 is because you got 2 people in that group that is coming back around who just left week 4, and now they're being brought back into week 1. Right? Because they went through the cycle one complete time, they don't have to bring $500.
But do they have to bring 2 more people when they go back around?
No, they don't. They are in the system for life or until they choose to be pulled out of it. And why they will pull themselves out of it, I'll never understand why anybody will ever do that. Yeah. As long as the system is moving forward, you will continuously get 3,000. That's the number one reason why I joined this community. So 3,000 of those 8 people coming in, all paying $500, but you got 2 that are not paying $500 because they're coming from week 4 back to week 1. $1,000 in cash there to gift. It's in week 3 and the 1 person in week 4. That's the way this thing works. So that's actually, I think I use this word too much when I think about this, and it's the word brilliant. I think it's brilliant. The only thing that can mess this up is people. I want to get in. I want to make the 3,000, but I ain't gonna bring 2 people. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So the coaches are so strict, they're not going to allow you to mess up the system, because think about it. The coaches who are also going through this process make their 3,000 based on the system continuously flowing. So while they're putting people around on the charts, they're going to make sure that they're not going to put someone in the system that is going to not bring in people that's going to also gift to keep the money flowing through the community. So that's their number one job, to understand where to put people when they come through, to ensure that everyone on week 3 and week 4 is properly gifted, and that everyone on week 1 is properly gifting those people on weeks 3 and 4. Now that's just my rudimental of what this thing is all about. How you're using money in such a fashion where if you keep it going and you can make it through a 4-week cycle, it will benefit every person that gets through the 4-week cycle. It is always bringing in 2 people. Now, to make this easier, to make the community much easier through the cycle, I'm still bringing people in. So let's say 8 new people come in and they say they got their 2 people and it's time to move to level 2, But for some reason, somebody's two people fall out. What do? Well, in the community is constantly promoting the community, right? And generating interest. And so now you got people that want to come in. So the people in the community can refer people to those who are short their number of people. So it's usually one person, they got one person, but they're missing another person. So now it's in my best interest to make a referral to that person so they can be complete, so the gifting can keep moving forward. Because if the gifting is moving forward, eventually I'm going to get to week 3. Eventually I'm going to get to week 4, and that applies to all of us. So we don't want nobody to fail. One person fell, it slows down everything if we don't have someone to replace it. So you're literally needing each other to get $3,000 every month. Does that make sense? Am I making it too complex or?
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. So,
And I really wanted to punch holes in this. I couldn't find any.
all right. So we got a comment. You have to keep adding people for it to work.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So look, try this Susu with 5 people. You will realize that it won't work unless new people are added to it. Susu is a pyramid without the middleman. And go.
Okay. I mean, if you want to look at that, you want to look at it that way, okay. But no middleman, there's no one that can be schemed out of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, you don't have someone that is holding all the money. There's absolutely no scam. And you're right, you need more people. But guess what? If we were in a real community, you would constantly need more people, right? So to grow your community, you got to get more people.
To grow any community, you need more people.
Yeah, exactly. Any income. I mean, well, any community. But think about it. If you just talk about how we live today, outside of this type of system, you got to constantly work more and more and more to make more money with the hope you get a raise or you get this or you get that to actually. So nothing stops. I mean, think about it. What do we do in life that we do once and we don't ever do it again? You know, I mean, I'm sure we can name a few things, but do you see the point? Mm-hmm. It's you're working in a community. When are you done working your job? Like you do it for 8 hours, you come home, but then you do it again. Then you do it again. You do it again. Then you got the weekend off. Then you do it again. Then you do it again. Then you do it again. Then you got the weekend off. It's the same thing with this. So yes, you do need more people. People have to keep coming because in our system, we need more money in. Now, if you wanted to make this a closed system, right? And this is how most susus are set up. When you get out of week 3, for you to get back to week 1, you will put another 500 and bring 2 people in. Now you got a closed system, right? But our system is going to continuously grow at a controlled rate simply because we are allowing anyone that's made it through our cycle to automatically come back in. Reporting role for anyone new coming in. All right. So he's right. You call it a pyramid, that's fine. But there's nobody at the top and there's nobody in the middle. Because no. You can't call it a pyramid. Because the pyramid gives you the idea that the people at the top have an advantage. In this system, who has the advantage? The person in week 3, week 4? The person in week 3 and week 4 are only there temporarily. They're there for 7 days. Right? Mm-hmm. So there's a new king every... So there's nobody on top of a pyramid. Because the idea of a pyramid, whatever the top is, it stays there. Nobody stays at the top. Everyone has to go back through week 1. So a pyramid wouldn't be an accurate description.
All right.
You know, the base of the pyramid is the foundation that holds up all the way to the point, right? So this community, the coaches, no, they get $3,000 every month just like everybody else. They don't get nothing extra. So the mindset that we have comes from this idea that we're all individuals and we should only go out and strive to be the best and to pretty much outdo the next person, right? And if you do that really well, you'll be compensated and be more financially successful than the next person. That's the system that we're in today. That is not technically a community. See, when people say community, what they really mean is a geographical, regional area that we all live in, right?
Yep.
When I say community, I'm thinking about a group of people, human beings, living amongst each other and thriving from the unification of the people that makes up that entity. You know what I mean? So we all need each other to be successful. That's what I think we is. You know, it's kind of like now I'm not saying you're going to have some people that do it really well and some people that struggle. You know what I mean? It's going to be skill sets or skill sets. But when it comes to compensation, financing in this particular community, everyone's paid the same no matter how good you are. But you all have to meet the requirement of bringing in two people. Back on that,
And you have help with getting those two people.
Exactly. You know, I was going to use an analogy how someone who's really good at what they do moved to the top of their industry, right? Let's say you're a lawyer and you're like the best lawyer ever. You're a doctor. You're the best doctor ever, or programmer, whatever, right? It usually takes them going through other people elevated to that level. Nobody gets to the top by themselves. In our government, in the way that they structured our society, they give us the impression that someone who's at the top of their game, who's the very best, got there by themselves. When we all know that's not true. You know, their parents might have been influential, a mentor might have been influential, a teacher, you know, mentors, professors, whatever, help those individuals get to where they wanted to be. They get there, we just look in awe and talk about how great they are. Oh my God, Jay-Z, Beyonce is so great. Oh my God, they're this, they're that. But it was other people that got them there. People that supported them, people that believed in them, people that financed them, people that developed their image and sales and all these people working together to make Beyonce and Jay-Z. Jay-Z are the only ones that should be revered. Think about that for a second. I'm talking about a real community where we all put in the work and we all benefit. All right, I'm off my pedals.
All right.
I'm off the. What's that thing your father got?
The pulpit. Got the pulpit.
Yeah, I'm off the pulpit.
All right. Let me see. Just seeing some. Okay, we already did we already readdress where the $3,000 is coming from?
Yeah, people coming through the door.
Okay.
That's the cricket.
Yeah, basically the new folks.
Yeah, every week people that are coming in are paying the people in the third or fourth spot.
Yeah. There was a question: what happens if if it becomes stagnant? Then the pay stagnates. The gifting stagnates.
Absolutely. Yeah, people drive this community. Just like real communities, people drive real communities as well.
Yeah.
You can't just throw money at problems, right? So, the whole purpose of becoming a coach is to prevent that. That's number one. And number two, everyone in the community must understand that the community will only continue to be gifted as long as new people are coming through. So we jump through hoops all week to make sure the people coming through have what they need to advance.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty much the answer. I mean, that's what we do. We jump through hoops.
And I mean, at this point, like any
lines of people trying to get it.
Yeah, like basically it's me and you helping new people get, you know what I'm saying, find their two people. So it seems like it might work.
I'm not denying it's not work.
Yeah, it's work. It's work.
You're lazy, and you say, man, I just want to put $500 in and I'm good. Nah, you ain't the kind of person that want to join this.
Right.
You know what I mean, $500 does not 3,000. It doesn't. You know.
Right.
You got to put in the work. You got to have a sense of community. People gifting people. It's a community, literally.
And that'd be
You know, because if you didn't do any work, that means somebody else is doing it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That doesn't get our help. You're gonna get help because I want you successful. Because if you're not quiet, I'm not gonna get gifted. If the person behind you is not successful, you're not gonna get gifted. So to eliminate that, we make sure that we build up as many people as humanly possible, and we bring them in strategically.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's really not rocket science. It's just believing in people. See, one reason why people don't like this, they don't believe in community.
Yeah.
People do not believe in community. Most people believe it's all about me and my family, and I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to get ahead of this game on what I want to do.
Yeah.
So that's cool. If that's how you are, this is not for you.
The Western idea of rugged individualism is what slows a lot of people down.
By the bootstraps and the hell with everybody else, and you make all the money, and now they all need to bow down and worship you. You know what I mean? That's pretty much the American way, right?
Yeah.
If you're that type of individual, you're gonna hate this, because the last thing you want to see is other people making the same money that you're making.
Right.
Your ego is saying, I'm better, so therefore I should make more, so therefore I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm in this country.
Yep.
Everybody wants to outdo everyone else instead of ensuring that everybody is straight. That's why you got homelessness. That's why you got so many people down and out, lower class, middle class, upper middle class, you know what I mean? The rich, the elites. We have this structure because we all want to be better than the next person. Thinking about the truth community. That's the only community I'm really thinking about. I figure if anyone else jumps in, cool. But our truthers are censored because we struggle with just trying to do things when we want to do things. How much better would the truth community be if we had the potential of making $3,000 a piece in the message that we want to spread? But an advantage, a plus. Me personally. Yeah. I'm sorry. Did I cut you off?
I don't know. I was listening. I was agreeing. Because, I mean, it's like you got to have a heart to want to see other people uplifted. And that's what I was saying earlier. Basically, like, this is a way for me to pull in some extra money. But, look, I live a real low maintenance kind of life. I don't really need. I mean, as it were, my job pays well. Yeah, of course you want to diversify and you want to have more money coming in, but as far as me like being strapped for cash and just needing it, I'm really not, to be honest with you. It's like I'm cool. yeah, extra money that'd be cool, but I'm not out here like trying to figure out where my next meal's coming from. That hasn't been the case for a while. So what I'm saying is, if I can make some money and I can help somebody else, then yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Because it's like if one of us is failing, all of us is failing. That's the community thought process. Like I could be over here and I'm saying I could be good because I got X amount of dollars in the bank. You know what I'm saying? I got my income coming in from my job. I got a little something on the side, and I'm over here sitting pretty. But then I look over there and I see these other people and they're having a hard time, and I have the means to actually assist them in getting, to a more comfortable level. I don't mind doing that. But you can't be selfish. You can't be selfish in this type of thing. You can't be selfish in this type of thing. That's all that is. You gotta actually look at it like you want to help somebody else.
And the cool part is, by you not being selfish, you will also benefit. You will be gifted. That's the cool part. You know what I mean? So you're not only taking care of others, you're taking care of yourself.
Right.
Me into this.
Right.
Initially, it was just my buddy saying, "Hey, I can turn your money from 500 to 3,000," and he's not into conspiracies. He's a typical guy, right?
Yeah.
I started twisting it around in my head, and my conspiracy juices started flowing, and my truth-seeking things came out, and my antenna went off. I'm like, we can do this for everybody. I was thinking. So, if this ain't the thing, the question is, what else you got? Stuff, share it. If you're just sitting on it, you're wrong. Let's say you have another way working better for you. Let's say you say this is not for you, and you have something better for nobody. Right? That makes you just as guilty as the damn control system. Because if you can benefit from something, you should be sharing it with others, because the more free people we create will be against the control system. And I believe having financial freedom, or working towards financial freedom, is the steps that have to occur. Because if they the currency, trillions of dollars and just giving it to people to sit home, that's what they're doing right now. Right? When that stops, they're going to devalue our money. Our money. That means a lot of the money that we once had is going to hold less value than it did in the past. So it's time to get the money now before they start devaluing it and buying real assets. Things that they can't devalue. But to buy those real things in this day and age, we need money. So again, this is deeper, way deeper than you just putting some extra money in your pocket. It's planning for a potential serious collapse. They have printed over $3 trillion since this COVID stuff has started. Trillion, it's like almost 3 trillion now. That means they got more money in circulation. Get your hands on some money quick and start buying things that will hold value. We're all going to be in a world of trouble real soon.
Yep.
My opinion.
Yep. So I mean, I've been thinking like, yo, we need to find a way to get this money, build up our resources, start setting up communities, perhaps growing our own food, building up ways and means to protect ourselves. Like, yo, I mean, all the money does is just give you options. That's all that is. Yep. Just like we can't go do all the experiments we like. We can't do the expeditions that we like. And one of the hindrances in that is the lack of funding. But we're coming to a point in society where things are getting so crazy. They're moving some things They're moving some things. There's a bunch of moving parts right now. You know, like the most recent thing, this issue with Wayfair. Have you heard about what's going on with Wayfair lately, Vicky? All right. So look, this company Wayfair, they sell furniture, right? So what they've been doing lately, or what they've been doing for however long, it's starting to come out that on Wayfair's site they'll have a storage cabinet named Samaya, for instance. And this storage cabinet is priced out at like $13,500. Okay, for a little 5-foot metal storage cabinet, they're selling this thing for like $13,000 and name it Samaya. And oddly, near the place where it's being sold, there's a girl named Samaya that has gone missing. So what's going on is like people are coming around the internet and they're saying, yo, this is what Wayfair's got going on. They're selling this and selling that, and it's like they're selling shelves named after girls that have gone missing recently, and the shelves that they're selling is like priced over $10,000, between $10,000 and $15,000, things like that. And it's just a lot of people are coming to the conclusion that like, yo, this looks like some human trafficking out in plain sight for everybody to see. So you know, so many people are coming into that. Look, the government's run by criminals. The world is run by criminals right now. It looks like there's some big chunks being taken out of one of their major money makers, which is human trafficking. I'm not sure exactly how it's working out as far as good versus evil, that aspect, but I know that the dark forces are wanting to squeeze the people and have folks be but have less control. They're wanting to tighten up the security. They're wanting to move things past where they are right now. They're wanting to get everybody vaccinated, and with these vaccines they're talking about putting RFID into these vaccines. It's also Amazon. It's not just Wayfair doing this stuff. There have been multiple states over the last 2 weeks who have pushed it further, saying now it's mandatory that you wear a mask everywhere. All right. There's Fauci. There's Fauci. There's Bill Gates. They've been talking about a second wave coming around. We're seeing reports in China. They're talking about some unknown disease like the bubonic plague is back. Crap like that's going on. They keep throwing out these narratives, and all it's going to do is have them impose more control on the population. So if we don't have a ways and means to escape the system, we're kind of sitting ducks. If we all figure out how to acquire more resources to free up options to maybe make an escape or fortify where we're at, that gives us a better chance. I'm looking at this like an opportunity to help us all get some money so we can have more options in preparing for what's coming next, whatever shape that takes. That's the way I'm trying to look at this. Like, yo, we need to hurry up, figure this out. We need to get this money and, you know, build up some resources. We need to get some land. We need to build up shelter. We need to get more ways to defend ourselves and continue on. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. So we need to prepare ourselves some way or another. And this looks like a good option. That's all I'm saying.
The one thing that you brought out of me when you said that was the dependency on your job, right? Or the lack thereof. Yep. So people that are not working right now, that are receiving PUA weekly stuff, or waiting for stimulus checks or whatever, right? I think the game is to get us dependent on government money, right? And once you become so dependent on government money and they take it away, it's going to create an instant shock. and you're going to have no choice but to go and find work. And when you go to find work, it's going to be the employers, because I'm an employer. They're going to be able to get in people pennies on the dollar from what they previously spent. Because there's going to be such a demand for people working. I can see people working for much less when this whole thing is over. So many people entering the job market, you're going to be able to get people that would normally make $15, $20 an hour, you're going to be able to get them for $10 an hour.
Yep.
Because the person that wants $15 an hour, you're going to say, I can't give you the job pays 10, but if they don't have no other source of income coming in, they're going to take the $10 an hour job. Or they're going to give it to somebody else who'll take it.
Yep.
Happen to a degree, right? So by us, another side of this is by us being so dependent on the government, now they're going to have all the power and leverage to roll out their agenda 10 times over. Because the last thing you want is for Big Brother to cut off your lifeline, which would be that check that comes in the mail every week or whatever, or that electronic transfer.
Yep.
So either way, they got you. They're either going to send you back to the work market and you're going to make way less, or you're going to become so dependent funding because there is no work, you're not working, that you're going to have to do whatever the hell they want you to do. The least amount of money are going to be the most controlled.
Thanks.
I see that coming. And actually, if you paid attention, if you grew up in the black community, a poor black community, that's how it is. I've seen welfare moms waiting at the mailbox for their check to come. Just waiting for their check to come. I grew up like that. They can't wait till they get their food stamps because there's no food in the house. So they're waiting for the food stamps. And then bang, the food stamps come, all of a sudden they're happy. They're waiting for, their welfare check or whatever. I think those days are coming back. And so, if not this, we got to do something.
Right. We got
to do this and whatever else is out there. Like right now, DMarble, like I introduced to DMarble. DMarble introduced me to foreign exchanges. I'm about to dive in head first on that. A whole new stock market strategy that seems to be a little more stable than other things. So I'm doing that with him. So it's not just one thing that's going to solve this problem. It's the community. We got to put our heads together and really start pushing out things that can help the collective. Because I don't think that the government's going to do that. I don't. They just want us sucking off the tip. They want us to suck off the tip. That's it. Yep. And when they remove the tip, we're going to starve.
And we're not and we're not trying to starve out here. I don't want to see anybody starving. I really don't. Vegan don't want to see anybody starving, but that's, I mean, it's coming if they cut it off. If they cut it off, that's going to be a problem. Like if they cut off the SNAP benefits, it's going to be problems,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a way to become more independent. Not I don't know if $3,000 is going to be financial independence for anybody. I don't. But we got to figure something out. That's where I've been at.
I'm going to say something to somebody in your chat.
Yep.
I always mess up the name. It's SIKH. How do you pronounce that?
Seek, I believe.
Seek is focusing on growing your fruit, and I completely agree with him. What I'm gonna do, he's making me think about it because he keeps putting that in the chat. I got a patch of land behind my house. I'm building my next check. I'm gonna take the vast majority of that and start building me some what they call boxes. I'm gonna set up my boxes and plant my seeds in the back. I'm gonna grow me some tomatoes because I love tomatoes. Some cucumbers, some lettuce, and you know what? He's right. he's right. We need to buy stuff that is real and tangible that we're going to need.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, that would be one way to flip this money.
Yep.
Supermarket and all that, but those prices are going to shoot up.
Yeah, they are.
The more you print, the more you're pushing inflation. They're holding it down for right now until after the elections. After the elections, the inflation is going to shoot through the roof.
So we gotta ready ourselves some way or another. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, we've been on for 2.5 hours. This might be the longest stream ever. But I mean, it started off a little sketchy with the audio or the video quality because it kept sticking, but things are smoothed out. Yeah, I think that's what's got to happen, Vegan. You gotta just be the avatar. You know what I'm saying? We can't have your like live persona up on the screen. That slows everything down. I'm sorry. That's just the way it's got to be. Soon as you switch to it just being your picture, everything's smooth right out, like in minutes. I'm like, what happened? That's the only thing.
I don't want nobody to see me.
I don't know, man. That's crazy. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna like get on here. I'm gonna make your avatar like real big. so hold on. Wait. Boom. Wait.
This still messing up?
A little bit bigger. Bam. Get it centered. Blow. Okay. There we go. So got that fixed.
That's the young vegan warrior. He ain't got no gray.
Yeah.
Got that gray.
Hey, yeah, they can't even see the gray. I got all kinds in my beard right now. But yeah, y'all, look. You got contact info that you want to give to these folks, like, because if y'all got questions, if you want to hop in, I'll put my email in the description. I'll put Vegan's email in the description. Y'all can get at us via email, and we can work it out from there as far as what details, building structure with your teams and all that. But I'm in. I'm trying to make this happen, but I think it will be great to help some other people.
I'm putting the document in the link in the chat. If you just want to learn more, I'm gonna put you the website for people gifting people. But it's just gonna be a regurgitation of everything said, but of course more organized. You want to learn more about behind the scenes. I have some special videos just for the coaches that I can share with you, where you can actually see how they do the charts. Yeah, whatever you need, we're wide open. And the moment you join this community, you have my direct, I'm texting you, we're talking, we're on Zoom calls together.
Yep.
You're literally in a community. You know what I mean? So as long as you're not a stalker, you're good.
Right. There's that. So I'll put my email out there. Anybody want to, shoot me a email on that. But yeah, this is what it is. We'll probably be back talking about this another time because it's it's necessary to figure these things out, folks. So
right.
That's about it.
I think I might. Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
I think I might live stream with a coach who's been through the cycle about 4 times. She's been through a cycle about 4 times, and she can tell you how all the ins and outs. So I'm gonna reach out to her, and I'm gonna ask her to do a live stream